Hello everyone, I'm Frank, and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's very easy puzzle, and it's called Seeing Double by Ulrime. I think that's how you pronounce it. Ulrime? Not sure. Anyways, if you want to let me know how you pronounce your name, just leave me a comment in the video. Um, Anyways, here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Each digit 1 through 9 appears exactly once in each row, column, and 3x3 box. Killer cages. In cages, digits cannot repeat and sum to the number in the top left corner. Colors are cosmetic to differentiate overlapping cages. So, in each killer cage, these 4 cells must add up to 14. These 4 cells must add up to 15. These 4 cells must add up to 14. These 4 cells must add up to 16, etc., etc. These 4 add up to 18. These 4 add up to 17. And that's it. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. First thing that I saw was 29. 4 digits adding up to 29. That has to be 5, 7, 8, 9. And then on top of that, in 11, 4 cells adding up to 11 must be 1, 2, 3, 5. So those are the only 2 sets of 4 digits you can have that would add up to their respective values, 29 and 11. So therefore, you know the 5 then is here. So this is 5. This can't be 5. This has to be 1, 2, and 3, and these are 4 and 6. Let's see. What does that mean? I'm not really sure. 14 can only have 1 through 8. Yeah, actually, okay, so 14 and 15. That's interesting. To combine, that would have to be add up to 29. But the problem, though, with that is we know there's one overlap, right? So we have 7 digits, which add up to, plus another digit. So that's 7 digits with 1 duplicated have to add up to 29. Well, 7 digits minimum have to add up to 28. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 1 through 6 adds up to 21, plus 7 is 28. And then you duplicate the 1 twice, and that adds up to 29. Therefore, this has to be 1 duplicated. It has to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 through 7 in both of these sets, and then 8 and 9 in the other 2. Now, the interesting thing here, then, is you have... So those 2 add up to 29 with 1 duplicated. 1 cannot be duplicated in here, so therefore you could have 2 as a minimum duplicated. And again, 7 digits add up to at minimum 28. And then if you have 2 duplicated, that would mean that you add up to 30 with those 7 digits and then the 2 twice. So these also have to be 8 and 9. Which means 2 cannot be here. This is 1 through 7 also. Yeah, no 2. This can't be 1. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No 1 there. So these can't be 5. This can't be 2. So we know the 2 is over here. This could be 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly. So 8 and 9 cannot be here. 8 and 9 cannot be here. We know 8 and 9 have to be part of these. So if that's the case, then 8 and 9 have to be part of the set of 7. Now, what's the minimum there with 8 and 9? You have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 8 and 9. 8 and 9 add up to 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 add up to 15. So 17 plus 15 would be 32. And then you have another number that's doubled twice, and it can't be 1 or 2, so the minimum is 3. So that would be 35, and that would have to be the case then. So this would be 3, right? Because to add up to 35, the minimum is 1 through 5 plus 8 and 9, so it's 15 plus 17, which is 32. Then you have to have 1 doubled. You can't use 1, you can't use 2. It has to be 3 that's doubled. So therefore, that's a minimum. So that's 32 plus another 3, which is 35. And these add up to 35. So you have 3 doubled. This is 8 and 9. This is 8 and 9. This has to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and 5. This is 1, 2, 4, and 5. So this is 6 and 7. This is 6 and 7. No 3 here. Okay. So 2 has to be one of these 3. I'm not sure which. Okay. These 2 cages add up to 51. So you have to have something doubled for that to work. What about the corners? For the corners, let's see. So this adds up to 51. You have to have doubled. It has to be 9, right? Because if you subtract out whatever's doubled from 51, it must be adding up to if you subtract the doubled version from 51, that leaves 7 digits that add up to a certain number. At maximum, you can add up, you have 51 minus 9. Sorry, minimum. You have those 7 digits add up to 51 minus 9, which would be 42. Which gives you just the minimum to add 1 and 2 on the edge. So therefore, this has to be 9. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Because, so these 7 digits with one digit added twice must equal 51. The most you can have is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Which is 42. And then you add 9, that gives you 51. So that's the maximum you can have. So therefore, it's the only one you can have. So therefore, the 9 has to be added twice. These have to be 1 and 2. And this is 3 through 8. And this is 3 through 8. So this can't be 3. This can't be 3. So it's probably something, yeah, it's something similar on this end. So these cages add up to 50. And again, like we showed here, The maximum you can have for two digits or two cages for 7 digits is 42. And then you can't have 9 doubled because the 9 sees this one. So this can't be 9 doubled. So the maximum now is 42 plus 8, which is 50, which means this has to be exactly 8. And then this has to be 1 and 2 also still. And 2 can't be here, so 2 has to be here then, which makes this 1, which makes this 2, and makes that 1. So this can't be 2, this can't be 1. This is again 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And this is 45. I don't know if there's anything there that needs to worry about that. Right. Oh, yeah. You know 1 and 2 are part of it. So the minimum here, again, so similar, like, yeah, basically similar to here, how this is the minimum, the bare minimum you can have for 7 digits and 1 duplicate. This is the second bare minimum to have 7 digits and then the second lowest duplicate. We know now that 8 and 9 have to be part of the set, so we get the bare minimum there with the lowest, it's the third lowest duplicate, and that gives us exactly what we need. So this is probably the same. This is the highest you can have with 1 duplicate. This is the second highest you can have, or this is also the highest you can have with the second highest duplicate, and this would then have to include 1 and 2. So you have 1, 2, and then the maximum, right, would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 1 and 2 add up to 3, plus 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, which would be 35. So that's 38 is the maximum you can have here. And you can't have 8 and 9 duplicated, so you can have 7 at most duplicated. So that's 35 plus 3, which is 38. Plus 7, which would be 45. And this, lo and behold, these two cages add up to 45. So therefore, this must be 7. We know 1 and 2 are here. So this can't be 7, this can't be 7, this can't be 7 or 8, this can't be 7 or 8. And this must contain 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 8, and 9. No 7, obviously, because the 7's already here and duplicated. Therefore, this is 3 or 4. This is 3 or 4. Okay. Now, the question we have is, what do these become, right? Just from the looks of it, pattern-wise, it looks like it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 that are the duplicated digits. But might not be. Who knows? Okay, so what can we tell here? I don't know. This is 3 or 4. So 1 cannot be here. Okay, that actually helps us a lot. So therefore, this has to be 1, which means 1 cannot be either of these. So 1 has to be part of this, and 1 has to be here specifically. Therefore, this can't be 1. Therefore, this has to have a 1. So this is at minimum, or maximum, 1, 3, and 9. So you need a 4 or 5 with this. So therefore, this cannot be 2. Therefore, the 2 has to be here, which means 2 cannot be here. Since 2 can't be here, what's the minimum? It's 1, 3, 4, and 6? Yeah, this has to be exactly 1, 3, 4, and 6. Right? So if 1's here, this is 1 and 2. So the rest of them have to add up to 11. So it cannot be 3. So it's 4 and 7 or 5 and 6. So we know the 3's here. This can't be 3. Therefore, this must be, and this has to be 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 because there's no 2 here. Because we know the 2's here. So this is 1. This, again, this is 1, 3, 9 at maximum for the 3 digits that are not 2, 4, 5. Which means 2 cannot be with it, right? If it's 1, 2, and 3, that adds up to 6, and therefore the last digit must be 11, which is not possible. Therefore, the 2 has to be here. The 1 has to be here. So this can't be 3. This must be a 3. These can't be 3. These can't be 3. Therefore, these 2 must be 3. We have a 7, 8, 9 triplet. So this can't be 7. We have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in column 6, so this can't be 7, 8, or 9. This can't be 7, 8, or 9, so this is 4, 5, with 6, and 7, because this must add up to 11 for these two. And these must add up to 11. We have 4 and 7, and 5 and 6. So this is 4 or 6 here. This is a 4 or 6, which means the 4 or 6 in the rest of the column cannot be there. Therefore, this can't be 4 or 6, so this must be a 5. This can't be 4, 6, or 5. This can't be 5 and 6 because it must be 4, 7. So therefore, this is 6, and therefore this is 4, which makes this a 5, and this is 6. So this can't be 6, this is 7, which makes that a 6. This can't be 8. Where is the 8 in column 4? It has to be here. So this is 8. This is now 9. This can't be an 8. This is 9. So we have 5, 8, and 9, which add up to 13, plus 9 is 22. So 26 minus 22 has to be 4. So this is 4. This can't be 9 anymore. Can't be 4, 5, or 6. This must be 7. This can't be 3, 4. This can't be 4, 5. So this is 3 and 6. This can't be 9. So it's 7 and 8. Therefore, that's 9. This can't be 9, therefore this is 8, which means this can't be 8, so this is 9. This can't be 7 again. This has to be 3, 4, and 6. So this can't be 4 and 6. This can't be 5. This can't be 4 or 3, 4, or 6 because they're all in this box. So therefore this has to be the 7. Which makes this 2 and 5. These can't be 9. Therefore, this must contain a 9 here. So this is at least 9 and 7 and 2. Which adds up to 18. So that works. So this cannot be 8, I don't think, right? If you have 8, 7, 8, and 9, that adds up to 24, and that's not allowed. So this can't have an 8 here. So therefore, this 9 is here. The 8 is here, which means this can't be 8. So those must be 7 and 8, which is 15. 22 minus 7 or 8, so this is 1 and 6 with 2 and 5. This can't be 5 anymore, so it's 1, 4, 3. 1 plus 4 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 9 would have to be 17, so therefore this is 9, this is 8, this can't be 1 and 4. This is, 2 and 4, it has to be 2 and 5. 2, 5, 3, 8 should add up to 18, and it does. This can't be 6, so this is 3 and 4, which forces this to be 6. This can't be 7, so this it can't be 7. So that must be 4, then this must be 7. Okay, so 7 cannot be here. 4 cannot be here. Oops. 4 can't be here. 4 is here specifically, so this must be 3, and this must be 4. Which makes this not a 3, that's a 4, therefore this is 3. 3 cannot be here anymore. So we have a 5, 6, 8 triplet in row 9. So the rest of the row cannot contain 5, 6, or 8, so therefore this is 7. This cannot be 7 here. So these two add up to 16. So these two must add up to 10 because it's 26 minus 16. And it can only be 4 and 6 then. So this is 4 and 6. This can't be 4 or 6 here. So this is 3, 5, and 8. That should add up to 25. So 3, 8, and 9 add up to 20, and then plus 5. Yep. So this is cannot be 5. It must be 3, which forces this to be 6 and this to be 3. This can't be 3. We have 5 and 8 here, which means this can't be 5. So this is 6, 7, and 9. 6, 7, and 9 add up to 22, so it must be with 1 so to add up to 23. So therefore, this is 2. This can't be 6. 2, 5, 8 adds up to 15, plus 7 is 22. So now we know this is 2, this can't be... This 2 means this can't be 2, so this is 5, which makes that 2. This 5 means this can't be 5, so this is 8. Therefore, this is 5. This can't be 6, so it must be 9, and therefore that's a 6. Now, what do we have here? This can't be 4, so this is 1. This can't be 1, so this is 4. This can't be 8, so this is 5. This can't be 5, so this is 8. This can't be 5, so this is 2, which makes that a 5. So these are 1, 3, and 6, and 1 can't be here. These are 4, 8, and 9, and these are 2, 5, and 7. This can't be 5. This can't be 9. This is 3, 5, and 8. This is 1, 2, and 6, and this is 4, 7, 9. This can't be 9, this can't be 4. So 4 has to be here. This can't be 1. This can't be 5. No 6 here, no 6 here. So 6 has to be here. So this has to be either 1, 6, 1, 6, or 3, 6 here. Which means this is 9 or it's 7. Which means this has to be 13, and it contains a 9. Or 11. But it cannot be 11. Right? 4, 8 adds up to 12. 4, 9 adds up to 13. And 8, 9 adds up to 17. So we know it's 4 and 9. So this is 4 and 9, which forces this to be 8. And this has to be 1 and 6. Yep, 1 and 6, which means this is 3. This can't be 3 anymore. This can't be 1. Oops. So this is a 2, 6, 2, 6 pair, which means this is 1. And we just add this together. So this is either... This can't be 8, so therefore this must be 7, which means this is 8. This can't be 8, so this is 5. Therefore, this is 3 and 8. And that's 2 and 6. 11 plus 8 is 19, so that works here. This can't be 6, so this must be 2, which means this is 6. So now this is 7, so these must add up to 13, which is 4 and 9 again. So therefore, this is 7. This can't be 8, so this is 3, which makes this 8. This has to be a 2, because that's the only thing that's left. This can't be 2, so this can't be 3, so this is 2, which makes that 3. This can't be 2, so this is 7. This can't be 9, so this is 4, which makes that 9, which makes this 5. And that's a solution. You passed the eye test. Because you were seeing double, huh? Very interesting. It never felt very easy, but I guess because of the constraints. And it was 1 that's doubled, 2 that's doubled, 3 that's doubled, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But we didn't, we can't make that assumption just because we see a pattern. Yeah, it never really felt very easy, but since I guess the constraints were so stringent that it sort of led you down this path. Very clever though. Interesting how he used the maximums here and then the minimums here. And then you had the bare minimum with 8 and 9. And the bare maximum with 1 and 2. And then everything else just sort of followed. Yeah. Fun puzzle. Fun little puzzle. And I hope you had a fun time too. And I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.